How's it going, everybody? Circling up from the mosh pit. We are here to check out Flowglow's FG Roadster song. I checked out some of them. I think one of their songs a little bit before. Definitely good group. They have really good talent. And like any other group song, they really are able to handle diversity well, meaning that everyone gets a shot under the spotlight. There's a lot of groups where it's pretty clear who's the more talented out of the group, and they kind of get most of the limelight. And, be that as it may, maybe some groups aren't really meant to encapsulate all singers, especially corporate VTuber groups, right? But these guys are all talented. So then it's a question of how do we get everybody in the spotlight, and from what I've heard from them, they do a really good job. So let's check out FG Roadster. I really like the adding of real with 2G. Hold on. Okay, wait. Sorry. Nice. Okay, I like that. I think that's cool, finding a way to add numbers into your lyrics. I mean, we've heard, from 1 we got this, and 2 shots get popped, and 3 bodies will drop, da-da-da-da-da. Like, it just kind of adds to it. So counting down from we got this intensity of a V8 engine, which, that's great, especially for this dynamic and this, this whole song in general. Going from 8, V8 engine, something relatable, to, 7, 6, and 5. Us 5, we're going to be, winning it. And seventh sense of things, that's interesting. 6 ways to Sunday, the world will be rocking. I thought it was 7 ways from Sunday. I thought that's what the phrase was. Anyway, point being, it's a great way to start. Yeah, with us 5, the game is changing. Ooh, I liked that. So, burning 4 wheels, it matters threefold. Turning 2 turntables, becoming number 1, ground 0, that's where it all happens. Ground 0 is the main area of effect. So I like that. That was good. That was really cool. I liked that. And everyone, I could tell you a little bit about each person just from the little snippet they had. That's good organization when you're getting a group together. That's good. Also, these visuals are just... However, I mean, I'm no artist. I don't draw anything at all, really. There's a little logo work I've done in my life, but it's more for my own projects. Yeah, there's nothing about designing any of this stuff that I would have any idea on how to do. So when, especially in these music videos, they keep the saturation so nice, and it's not oversaturated. You guys all know the YouTube thumbnails that are just way too saturated. Anyway, it's good it's not like that. Oh, nice. I like that. And also, these things add personality too. So I love that. Shows us so much about who you are. You're looking good. You're looking fresh in your outfit and your appearance and everything, but you're just attacking the sushi. So we're getting personality there. You can look good and also be playful and silly. We want to eat sushi on a space station. Love that. It's just, hey, we want to enjoy the finer things in life, the things that we enjoy, up in a place that not everybody can go. I love that. I like that. Because there's plenty of groups that can say, hey, we all have vision. Do you, though? That is easily easily the best conveyed by what? By how you voice yourself in your music, especially if you're doing a group. I mean, there's lots of groups trying to vie for the top, trying to get attention. Look at how many VTuber groups have come and gone. And that's not to say any criticisms about the passion of the individuals. It's just not for everybody. And it will wear you down. It's the main reason why, especially in the rap world, it was all about supergroups for the longest time. Wu-Tang Clan, D12. Let me see. I know Slaughterhouse was technically, or sorry, Slaughterhouse was from D12. But oh man, there's plenty of groups right now. I can't even think of what they're called though. Most of them aren't around anymore because it does wear against you. So when you try and say yet again, we all have passion, we all have this gift, we're all going to take it that far, you have to prove it. You have to step up and prove it. And I'm not hearing a weak verse or a weak voice from anybody here. This is a great intro. How they did that with the chorus. Those two lines could have been one line. And what I mean by that is, it's like like that's how the beat's going, right? You could easily go, let's see. Dreams come true, we won't stop. Da, 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 da. You could easily go that route, but they're not. Dreams come true, we won't stop. Boost up. Da, 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 da. Like it's kind of like it's ahead of the expected flow of the chorus. So that immediacy, how it's kind of punching ahead, is really, really good. I like that. Yeah, so then the third line almost cuts into it's like we're not waiting for the end of the the last snare beat in order to know, okay, now we're in the next line and now we do the next set of words. It's really, really good. I like this approach. Also, shout out to the design department, putting everyone in a single pose. The poses really do translate a lot about the emotion of the person as well, their character, right? So, knowing exactly how to design someone to be like, yeah, you could just take one look at this chick and you can tell she's very calm and relaxed, but confident, because she's squatting down, making herself smaller, but with this confidence where she obviously feels bigger than she looks by squatting down like that, right? I think that that it can be a very disarming thing, and especially reaching forward, implying you're wanting to go this direction with positivity and intent in mind, but you're squatting down, so it shows that even though I'm making myself small, it almost conveys like when a cat crouches down, it's ready to spring. It's not small. It's just ready to pounce. So all those different things. It's very eye-catching, and it allows you to see so much about the characters, even if we weren't listening to them sing. You know what I mean? Also, the whole chorus, there's so many lines. We got da 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 da. We get a couple lines like that, right? Da 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 da. But a lot of this is very unconventional with how choruses normally go. So, and the fact that they're all keeping together is really difficult to do if you're not experienced. So, just by the direction of how this is going for the choruses and stuff tells me a lot about their ability as a group, right? And I don't even know if they live in the same area, if they're all recording this in one studio, or if they're across the world. because that can also convey a lot with like how you're able to know your own part, so that no matter where you are, when they mix you all together, it's going to sound cohesive. So there was a lot of inflection there, a lot of character. Like that, you could have phoned that in with your higher pitched voice, but she's adding so much personality to it. So that's the kind of stuff that makes you stand out. Also, in case, before anyone points out, as I'm sure they already did because we had a minute and a half at least to talk about this, heavy distortion on their vocals. It's very, very pitchy. Or not pitchy, but it's very, what is the term? I can't think of what it's called, but it's very, very grady in some cases, right? But that kind of fits the funk style that we have going here, the sort of funk trap style. But you can tell how everyone's able to sing and project and have character outside of that. So that just shows, again, talent. So again, especially with how some of these last verses were, it's so non-conventional for how a lot of American rap is. A lot of American rap, even though there are plenty of artists out there that really mix up their cadences and their flows, maybe even changing their flow every single line. That's what I used to do when I first did rap a while ago. One of my oldest songs that I ever recorded, I still remember it. Do I look scared? My heart's strong, even though my legs are weak. Crying in front of the mirror, feeling recoil after I'm done fighting. I might raise my fists more times than the next guy. Doesn't mean I'll always win, just means that I'll always try. Like, so much of it was muddy and just not at all concise at all. But there's some people that's their style, and they mix it up all the time. And I've noticed that in a lot of Asian music, in a lot of Asian rap, I should say specifically, there's a lot of just ebb and flow with the styles. And that's totally fine, so long as there's consistency. Because whether people know it or not, rap is so indicative of patterns. And that's how we get so ingrained with how a lot of stuff goes. That's why a lot of mumble rap, however you want to call it, is so catchy, because it's literally just so repetitive. So you don't even have to say anything, so long as you go and you could throw in one good punchline and people are like, whoa! Because essentially it's just a pattern. And that's what our brains tack onto. So at least with this, I mean, yeah, their style is very, very different, but it's consistent. So, there was two different flow changes right there. So, yeah. Ooh, hold on. I gotta peep the artwork here. Dude, that's dang good art. I love that. That looks like a great, like, manga cover right there. Dude, I love that stuff. And I love however they do it. I don't even know what it's called. When you take a hue and overlay it on a particular image, because then even the colors, you know, there's all sorts of color theory with how color can draw the eyes in certain ways, but then it also can convey character. Red, yellow, those kind of hotter colors, it can convey a lot more than like blues and purples and like softer colors or darker colors, right? So I love that. That's so cool. Nice. That was really, really cool. But I want to know your guys' thoughts about this. Tell me in the comments, if you are fans of this group, tell me who you like the most, or if you like all of them, why? Let me know. I know nothing about these ladies besides what I'm hearing is they are talented, but I want to know more. So let me know in the comments, and if you liked these guys, please support them. Link to this video is going to be in the description. And that's all I got to say about that. Thanks for watching.